Yo. Once again, this is with Just a Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
We on the Zoom this week, you know what I'm saying? But, the show still goes on. I got my dog Drew with us, of course.
How y'all feeling?
Doing good.
We good, man. We in here, man. What's going on with niggas, man? How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. It's a nice overcast type weekend, so I'm a fan of overcast days. A lot of people don't like that shit, but I ain't got no beef with it.
What's the best weather, man?
Hell yeah. Drew, how New York treating you, man?
It's good out here, man. I ain't even tripping. It was 91 yesterday. It's going to be 91 again today. So that means everybody outside, man. So it was a good time, man. Good vibes.
Yeah, it's hot as hell.
He was telling me before you came on, Mo had a party in front of hotel. Shit.
Yeah, it was it was a block party. Yeah, man. So Biggie birthday is going to be going on in his neighborhood today. One of my brother's former students, she'll be out there working a vendor. So she'll like, yeah, you should come out there. So I'll probably do that later on today. I think she said it's going to start around 5. But I mean, man, it was a lot of people outside. Like on each block, there was like Jamaican. They had the turkey legs out there. They had Mexicans out there. They had, food, as far as food, it was so much food. They had the fake chains out there. They had the Gucci hats out there. They had the Gucci belts, of course. And I didn't see no Supreme, still waiting on it.
Damn, man, you ain't copy you a hat and a belt set up, man?
Nah, man, not yet. No, man, the buckets look crazy. Gucci buckets look crazy, man.
Hey, you might go holler at that African nigga, man, to get that Supreme, man.
Supreme 33.
Supreme 33.
Yeah, that's an African, man. Get it for the Africans. But yeah, man,
that's what's up.
Yeah, it's been good.
Hey, so while you up there, are you like doing any type of like sightseeing or anything like that?
Well, I'm in Times Square, so I'm literally in the hub of everything. And everything that you
gotta hit the statue one time, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I got till Tuesday, and I can't get into graduation because I'm not vaxxed. So yeah, you gotta be vaxxed in order to get into graduation.
They still playing like that up there?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
New York take that vaccine shit serious, bro. No one do not play.
So what was the thing with Kyrie then? If Kyrie can play, you can't go to graduation?
It's everybody still got certain places still got their rules.
Yeah, certain. That shit wild, bro. I was like, damn, I can't even go to the graduation. So somebody gonna like record it for you?
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have an online link. For it. Yeah.
That's benefits of technology, man.
Facts. And hell, look at us. We're able to do a show still. You know what I mean? Work don't stop.
Hey man, when people be talking about, well, it's kind of not like the same thing, but I mean, like when people be talking I always see when somebody bring up social media, they talking about the negative things about social media, but I don't never see nobody talking about the positive things about social media.
Right.
Like, you know how much shit, like, benefits off technology and social media can change somebody's life on social media?
A lot.
It's just a popular thing to say that social media made everything bad, but I don't really look at it like that. I think it's a half glass, half full. Half glass empty, half glass full type thing, in my opinion, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah, I can see that. It is a lot. It's a lot that benefit people from social media, but yeah, you're right.
Think about it, like people being reconnected with their families through social media. Somebody probably been looking for somebody for X amount of years, got connected through social media, business ventures pop off, you form relationships on social media, dope relationships. You take the good with the bad. It just depends on what you giving energy to, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people give energy to the negative shit. I'm the type of person, bro. If that shit, like, you know how we always be talking about like low vibrational music, Mo?
Yeah.
Type shit like that. Like if that shit is low vibrational, I'm not fucking with it. I'm only interested in the positive things, man.
Yeah, you gotta stay from that low vibrational type shit, man.
That raw wave type shit, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Whole time this, I'm about to get on raw wave, man. But anyway, man.
His charges got dropped from that shit.
Oh, he also. Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. I ain't gonna say nothing to still though. He good.
Hey, but that could go both ways, man.
Yeah.
That could go both. But yeah, man, Biggie birthday was yesterday, man. Man would have been 50 years old. RIP to him. Salute to him. I know if you know Biggie, you don't really got to say too much. You already know what time it is, especially if you're a music lover. But Diddy got to pay for his crimes, man. That song that he put out and put Biggie verse on that Ty Dolla $ign shit, no, sir. Y'all heard that shit?
It's a new song?
He took his I Love the Dough verse and put it on that song.
He took an I Love the Dough verse and put it with a Ty Dolla. That doesn't even sound right.
This shit is ass, bro.
This is new? Like, this just came out?
This is new. He dropped it like day before his birthday.
Oh, so that's how he moving. All right, man. All right, man. That don't even sound right, though, when you said that. Like, I Love the Dough. This not even no offense to Ty Dolla $ign, because I like Ty Dolla $ign, but I just don't see how that even matches up.
People was talking about he saw Tupac verses getting put on remixes in the early 2000s. He said he gonna match that, those type of energies. I'm like, no, man, no.
Nah, man.
We got Biggie duets in 05, man. Keep that shit. And that shit wasn't bad. That shit wasn't bad, but nah, you ain't have to do
that was it, though. That was it. Leave that in 2005. Like.
Yeah, leave that. That was 7. Yeah, almost 20 years ago, man. So let that shit ride. I don't know. I mean, hopefully, like his family, benefits off the record. They get their income off that record. But outside of that record is ass, man. It's ass.
I see they all had they was on the Twitter Spaces Friday. Was that Friday? It was Jay-Z, Diddy. Man, there was a lot of people in that Spaces. They was just talking about
Fat Joe. Joseph was in there.
Yeah, Fat Joe was in there.
Oh yeah, Jose was in there. Jose was definitely in there. Yeah. But yeah, they was just talking about like, just everything, Biggie's impact and shit like that. Like, even with him being gone almost 25 years, like he still got a major impact. How he's still here basically, which is all true. You know what I'm saying? Like he got kids that's moving around now. You got CJ. I just saw CJ on CJ and J1, that's Jadakiss' son. They was on Smoke Dizzle podcast together. That shit was crazy seeing that. Like that was crazy seeing that. And Beanie Siegel pulled up on him for that episode and all. Like that was a dope episode.
Yeah,
but was that?
They also had like a party and his son was rapping some of his verses from his greatest hits. Like he was rapping his Big Papa verse. Lil Kim was there.
Okay. So I saw that because speaking of Jose, they had
he performed too.
Yeah, he butchered one of the verses though.
No, which one?
It was I saw Choke No Joke posted it. I think it was because him and Lil Caesar performing, and it was like, and niggas was like, damn. So y'all killed Rich Homie Quan when he forgot the words, but y'all not gonna say nothing when Fat Joe forget the words. And I'm like, hey man, that's a point. Y'all got a point though. So
hey man, it's kind of funny to me how when Rich Homie Quan butchered that verse, dog went on a little hiatus, man. I'm just saying, I don't know. That shit kind of that timing is kind of funny to me, man. That timing kind of funny.
Hey, but Jose not gonna get them same consequences though.
That's all
I'm gonna say. That's all. You gotta watch them Jose's, man. You gotta watch them, man.
No, I want to know what song that was. I gotta check that out.
I'm gonna send you because you can see he's clearly butchering the song, and Lil C's is saving him. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. C's ain't gonna butcher no verse, so.
Nah, hell nah.
And that's crazy. Lil Kim was there for both of those because she was there for Rich Homie Quan one and she was there for this one.
Mm-hmm.
She actually defended him after that shit too. Rich Homie Quan?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he deserved like the niggas was some like he need to be out of rap type. So I was like, bro, come on, bro. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah, that's a notable verse. Da, da, da. Yeah, cool indeed, but dog, I mean, it is what it is.
It's not. I think Rich Homie Quan was like what 22, 23 at the time.
That was what 2014, 13.
Like he just came into the game, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't really old, but
I understand why they got him for it though, because at that time he was hot, he was killing.
Yeah, he was
kind of bridging the gap between younger and older by having him do it. So I get it, but I didn't understand. The jokes was cool. What was they saying on Twitter around that time?
Oh, it was. I mean, it was more people just frying him for forgetting the lyrics. There was a lot of older people like on some, oh, this is what we doing in rap now type shit. Like you know what it is. You know how that shit goes, bro.
Oh shit! Damn, man, that shit is crazy.
You know, be more jokes, but it do be like the older heads on it. They was taking it seriously.
Where you think Biggie would have been at right now if he still was alive? Like in terms of like in the music industry.
If Biggie was still alive at 51, I don't honestly say he would have probably been on like on some Jay-Z type shit as far as like not like I'm gonna give you a project every year type shit, but like I'm gonna still give you a verse every now and you still gonna know that I can still rap type shit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part,
but what year you think would have been his last album?
His last album,
in terms of his run. Like technically, Jay-Z last album is 444, but I'm talking about like on some Black Album type shit.
I think his last album probably would have been like 05.
You think so? You think he would have went that long?
Yeah, you gotta think what Life of the Death was like, what, 93, 94?
94.
Yeah, 94.
No. Life After Death was 97. Ready to Die was 94.
I mean, Ready to Die, I'm sorry. Ready to Die, 94. So like 94 to 05. I can see that.
I'm thinking around there. For some reason, I'm kind of around like 02, 03-ish for some reason. But he probably would have said, because Biggie loved rap, so. And you got to think he was coming out on a 2 to 3 year gap average. Yeah, so if he would have stayed on that time frame, so 94, 97, I'm thinking his third album would have came around 99, 2000. Yeah. So honestly, you might have surpassed 05, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably. We break it down like that.
If he coming on an average like that, somewhere around there, that would have been dope to see though. But you know, we got 2 classics from him before his unfortunate passing. They was talking about even with his 2 albums, there's still people who got more than him who's still not touching that. Still not touching Ready to Die and Life After Death.
Just off the quality, I wouldn't argue that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, listen, I still got him top 5 all time.
When he was like, what? How old was he when Ready to Die came out? Like what? 22?
He was according to that like 21. So yeah. 20.
I mean, I say this all the time. Like
he died.
I listen to a lot of 22-year-olds, and they ain't had that type of skill set or content like that. So they ain't able to break it down like that. So,
bro, Pac wrote Brenda's Got a Baby at 20.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he was writing shit like that before he could drink. Like that's wild. We always talk about how Nas wrote Illmatic at 19 years old. Shit. Then he came back. It was written. He was what 22, 23 years old. So these niggas was in a time and mindset where they was able to paint a picture of their environment and then just able to lace it down with production, wordplay, flow, just really take you there, honestly. You still have some rappers now who do that shit, but at that time, I think it was more, how can I say, a common thing.
No, that's facts. I wouldn't argue that. But yeah, man. All them dudes have a different mindset, man. Like, I think that was just across the board in rap, man. Like I don't want to say like they was just on some different type of time. I just think the maturity level was just different. Like when you really break down like what they was talking about and how they was able to do it.
I would have loved to see what he did with Junior Mafia.
Yeah, I think they would have probably been a lot more bigger. I know C's probably would have been bigger. I mean, Kim was gonna be Kim regardless. Kim was already icon status just off hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Like that inspired a lot of women. So,
but it's so many. Dog, she has so many hits on that album, dog.
Yeah, that album a classic, bro.
She has so many fucking hits on that album, bro. That's got to be one of the top female rap albums ever, if not the best one. Like she just came out, kicked the door down, came out in the blaze. No Time is my favorite record from that album, though. I love No Time.
Facts.
She went like that. She did at the Old World Trade Center.
She went. Oh yeah, she did. Yeah.
That just goes to tell you how fast time go by, man. Because you got to think. So hardcore was what 96. Then Big died, and he was supposed to put Cameron on.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron would have been who he was, but that would have been dope to see that dynamic in the booth, man.
Yeah. Then we probably would have got. Of course, we was going to get the commission. So I mean, it was a lot that we would have got, man. Just with Jay-Z and Big alone, like that would have been crazy.
Oh man, dog, do you think Big and Hov would have did like a Watch the Throne type shit?
Oh yeah, for sure, sure.
Crazy, bro. No,
because you got to think like even if everything would have still went how it went with Kanye coming under Jay-Z, of course Biggie would have got on some of them beats too. So like it would have just been crazy. Like
I would have loved to hear Biggie on Drive Slow.
Oh man.
Come on. Oh man, that would have been crazy. Just him on certain beats, Diamonds Are Forever. And it wasn't like Biggie he could have got on any type of beat and just
anything. He could rap on anything.
His flow bag was unlimited.
Yeah, he can rap with anything.
Like when he got on Notorious Thugs, it was like, oh, nothing this.
When I heard that, I was like, oh, that's nothing this nigga can't rap on.
There's nothing he could not rap on, dog. I know him and Kanye would have had some classic records.
Yeah.
Cameron, I would have loved to hear a Cameron Mason Biggie record. That would have been crazy.
Super crazy.
Especially at that time, 97, 98, 99, that would have been crazy.
All of them at they like peaks and shit like that would have been crazy. Like
hell yeah. Even I know we only heard it on the duet, but and like on just actually doing songs together, Pun and Big would have been dope.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Let me think of who else would have been dope. Oh, Jadakiss.
Yeah, more Jada and Biggie. Oh man.
DMX.
X, of course, yeah. Yeah, man. It's a lot, bro. Even if I'm sure Biggie would have he had love for the South too. He probably would have imagine Biggie on some T.I. shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
Like some prime T.I. shit. Like
yeah, 100%. Bring him out.
Yeah, what if he really was on Bring Him Out? Like, that was crazy. Like,
that would have been perfect for him. Because, originally Swiss said that song was for Beanie.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Remember he said that? That song was originally for Beanie, but he gave it to T.I. Biggie on 24s. Biggie on Top Back. It's just so much what ifs, man. It's just so much what.
I mean, the biggest for me probably was if he really got those American Gangster beats. Because Puff saved a lot of those samples for him. So if he got a lot of those,
Party Life,
Biggie on Party Life, Biggie on the Rock Boys beat. Like, come on, man.
That shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man, that would have been dope to see. And I always think about how old he was when he got killed, man. It's like that nigga wasn't even at his peak yet. He was nowhere near his peak. Like, he just came and kicked out the door at such a young age. Imagine what his skills would have been like at 28, 27, 29 years old, 30. Like, oh, man, he just had so much.
Really scratched the surface of what he could really do. That's the crazy shit. Like,
and when you think about it, even like him and Pac was just different, bro. Like, Pac gave us like 5 albums before he passed away. And when he came out the gates, his first album, you know, with the Brenda's Got a Baby, you know, Tupac's Revenge and all this other shit. And it was for him to do Tupacalypse Now at 20, 19 years old. Then he passed away in 96 at 25. And then he went out with Machiavelli. Man, we would have got more classics after that. Way more classics. Them niggas was just cut different as far as talent.
Like that even like the type of shit that Pac was on before he died. Like, I think Lee was talking about that on his Instagram yesterday. Like that angry flow that he had, like that military type flow he had, like that shit was crazy. Like
it was aggressive, man. That's why I don't be understanding. That must be some new Twitter shit where niggas be talking about like, oh, because I only saw Pac slander when I got on Twitter.
It's just, I guess it's always been a weird thing to go at Pac on Twitter, man. I don't get it, bro. But Pac one of them guys, bro. Like
at bars like that, I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Exactly. I mean, he might not have been a wordsmith like that, but that nigga was a great rapper, an elite rapper. And like you say, his aggression really was like nobody had an aggression like him when he got on the track. And I think that really came from him really just like loving the music. You remember in his movie when he was talking to the engineer about Brenda's Got a Baby, and he was listening to the record. He's like, man, this shit don't sound right. He was like, you hear that? That shit got a hit. And he was just talking about certain beats on the song. Like, no, this shit don't sound right. Like that shit got to slap. They got to feel that shit. So I think he matched that with his rapping style, because anytime you heard Pop rapping on a song, effort-wise and tone-wise, he always gave it like his all. You could tell.
Facts.
Like how, like, You Can't See Me, like that record is amazing. Even on How Do You Want It, you could tell like he had a certain charisma about himself, but when he was rapping that song, he had a type of energy that was like, yeah, like I'm here type shit. And that shit, I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, you got to have a certain type of energy and a certain type of charisma, because anybody could just read bars off of paper, but how you deliver
the flair and how you kick it, man.
Yeah, it's all the flair and how you kick it. Like Pac was able to do a song like that, but able to do a song like How You Want It or All About You. You know what I'm saying? Scandalous. You know what I'm saying? Like he was able to do just certain shit. It was like, man, you could feel that nigga. He's one of the few rappers who, when he rapped, you felt his energy on the record. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that energy. Like, damn, like this nigga really rapping these words. Like he really rapping this shit. He made it believable.
Facts. It was all believable. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of his artistry for sure. Only a few artists like that for real though. Like, and it is Biggie and Pac like at the top for me. Like when you listen to Biggie rap certain songs, like I can actually see what he's talking about. Like, so that shit crazy.
Ross would have been dope too.
Oh, Biggie and Ross. Oh, come on, bro. We would have probably got a Biggie and Ross album, bro. Like that would have just been crazy. Like that would have been crazy.
Imagine Biggie on Shameless or Freemason with Hov. Oh, Hov, Biggie, and Ross on Freemason? Tears of Joy? Oh man.
Biggie on Tears of Joy would have been elite music, bro.
Because there's nothing that's one of the top records, especially for now. Like, what's that record that Hov, Nas, and Ross got? Is that Three Kings?
Yeah. No, that's Hov, Ross, and Dr. Dre.
Oh, okay. But I know they got a record together. I just can't.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah, that would have been dope to see too. I also would have known. I just in terms, because when 2000 hit, and I always stand by this, I feel like 2010 is the best decade for rap. But just in terms to see how Biggie would have maneuvered through certain beefs that we had going on, and I'm not speaking in terms of inserting himself, but how he just would have went about. Because I know that was a weird time, especially when the Rock broke up. Broke up in 5. I know Big was cool with Dame and he was cool with Hov, so it would have been interesting to see how he would have maneuvered throughout that. Just certain artists that he would have brung in the game, how he would have felt about drill music that's going on now, just how he would have adapted with the times. I don't never feel like Big would have been on no hate shit, because he was all about helping people. Like he really was about
flourishing. He embraced everything.
He did. Like he really wanted Junior Mafia to take off. That would have just been lovely to see, man. It was just so much potential, but you know, we'll never know. All we can just do is just reminisce and appreciate what he gave us. And you know what's crazy? I think about it now, just to think that Big would have been 50 years old is crazy. Like, that's how much time done passed. Like, it's really been 20, 24, 25, 26 years since he passed. Like, that's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. Because I'm like, damn, he was born 72, 50 years old. Just to think what he would have accomplished at 25. I already know he probably already been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. For sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. Business ventures would have been endless. Ain't no telling, man. It was just so much great shit to come from. Oh, I also would have known, you know, Diddy would have had him on Making It a Band, like as a guest. No, he would have had Biggie on that. He would have had Biggie on Making the Band, dog. He would have had that on there. Fact. Then you probably would have popped up for like 2 episodes. Like, hey man, all right, bro. Like, all right, Puff, man, I'm out, bro. He would have definitely been at that the J Mills and Ness battle though. He would definitely been there. Oh, 100%. He would have been there. I also think him and Pac would have squashed that beef too. Oh yeah, that would have been over with. By 99,000, that would have been over with. Anyway, because you robbing us from great music. Hell yeah, you robbing us from. That would have been squashed, bro. Pac and Big on the record would have been just amazing. Amazing. Because what's that record that they put Pac and Big on after they died? Is it Dying to Live? Yeah, Running. Yeah, Running. That shit was a crazy. So I just know they would have had amazing shit together just with them two alone. But yeah, I always felt it was weird to see the hate that Pac got on Twitter. I was like, oh yeah, this is just some Twitter shit. In real life, niggas. It's Twitter shit. It's Twitter shit, bro. That's the only artist who gonna always catch like slander on Twitter, bro. Like the most slander, I'd probably say it's gotta be Pac. And then I don't know. I just know Pac. I've seen Pac catch a lot of strays for no reason, bro. I just like, all right, bro. Like it just be shit that's like, oh, this really a conversation. Because at first I'm thinking niggas trolling, but no, these niggas really feel like this. No, he's not really like that. No, he ain't really have bars like that. I'm like, well, who the fuck am I listening to? Because I don't know. You can't be talking about this nigga. You can't be talking about this nigga. No, I was listening to Me and My Girlfriend the other day. I'm like, man, this nigga here was a fucking beast, dog. That fucking animal. I might go watch that movie again today just because. Which movie? All Eyes on Me. Oh, okay, yeah. They did a great job with that movie too. A lot of times, I'm glad Lifetime ain't get that shit. That's all I got to say. Of Lifetime got it, bro. Them niggas could have pushed that shit like a motherfucker, man. Bro, I don't even want to know who would have played Pac if Lifetime got that movie, bro. They probably would have hired us a regular nigga to play Pac. Man. No, they would have got Flex Washington, man. Hey, bro, I remember watching that Michael Jackson movie, bro. And they fucked the Michael Jordan movie up too, bro. Oh yeah, because dog couldn't have none of his shit. Boy had a fugazi ass. This nigga had a FUBU jersey for the Bulls. I was like, bro, what is this, bro? Like, that shit just said 23. That's it. Like, and then they have going like some weird ass lettering and some shit. That shit was all the way bad. But they butchered a lot of them fucking movies. A lot of them. That'd be my thing with biopics. If you're gonna do somebody's biopic, do it 100% to the T, man. You can't film it because, in my opinion, it's disrespectful to their legacy. Yeah. 100% disrespectful to their legacy. Jordan, you do Michael Jordan doc, but you wouldn't even got rights to have the Chicago Bulls on there. Like, come on, bro. You gotta holler at that man. You gotta do it right. Just like when me and you was like tripping off the Carmelo and LeBron shit, and boys had people in the stands with masks on. Like, nobody was wearing masks in 02. Nobody. The only nigga wearing a mask in 02 was Michael Jackson, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. Like, the only person. That was the only nigga walking around with a mask, bro, was Michael Jackson, bro. And everybody was calling him crazy. Everybody was calling him weirdo. He crazy. It's even now. I'm starting to see the transition of people really not wearing masks no more. I be going to the grocery store. I be one of the few people still with a mask on.
Hey, I walked to Walmart the other day. I had my mask on. Niggas was just looking at me. Like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm looking at y'all. Like, why y'all? I don't care about all that other stuff. I'm wearing my mask, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulties, but we back on. But yeah, man, Mike was the only one walking around with the mask on O2, man. Everybody looked at he was crazy. But even now, when I be going out, niggas don't be having that shit on no more. And it's like, well, yeah, it is what it is. But I'm gonna keep my shit with me. That shit just a part of me now.
Yeah, I'm rocking the mask, man. And it helped me because I got allergies and shit now. So it cut down on
a lot of shit.
It cut down on a lot of shit. So I be straight. Like I'm not going away. I'm not straying away from the mask, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. Shit, a lot of shit, man. Listen, I be still taking my elderberry every day. I be on that black seed oil now. Bro, I remember the first time I took black seed oil. This was like sometime last year. I take the pills, right? Nigga, I bit into one of them shit. Nigga, that shit was so nasty. I said, oh hell no. And that aftertaste's a motherfucker, bro. It took me like a minute for that shit to go away. But it does great work though. But like actually tasting that shit crazy. That shit is crazy like a motherfucker, but it do have great benefits though, like fight against inflammatory diseases, help with brain health, immune system, just energy in general, skin, all that type of facts. But yeah, man, shout out to the niggas who choosing not to wear their mask no more, man. Niggas gonna be outside these next couple summers, man, and make up for 2020 summer. You know how that shit go.
Hey, niggas trying to go in this summer, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Niggas gonna be making it a thing for sure. Niggas is outside, shoulder to shoulder.
Weird. I'm just trying to think, like, what? When I hear people say like we trying to get back that when we lost 2020, like y'all niggas ain't lost nothing. Like y'all was still outside 2020, bro. Like,
yeah, some niggas still was outside 2020. You're right.
I was going to Tulum. Y'all was going to California. Y'all was going everywhere. Like
it was. It was some prices, man. It was some prices. Some prices was friendly around that time. You got to think airlines got hit out of nowhere with this shit. So it was like, man, we got to keep people on these flights. People was just booking flights because they were so cheap to go places. Now that shit a different case. Now there's $6 for a flight for a round trip. Some might be higher. Some might be a stack, to be honest with you.
Facts.
I seen one nigga say he was taking a flight from Atlanta to New York. A round trip was like 1,000 and some shit. I was like, what? No, sir.
I'm cool on that.
Definitely cool.
That shit got me because I was supposed to go to DC the summertime. DC flights don't really be that much, but I gotta buy more than just one ticket, so I might just buckle down and take that drive, bro. Like real talk, bro. That drive ain't that bad though. That drive ain't that bad.
It was?
Huh?
How much you said it was for one trip?
I don't really look at it, but if I'm going off of what you saying, dog almost paid $1,000 for a round trip. I gotta buy more than just one ticket though. That's what I gotta buy like almost 3 tickets. So I know, bro.
You won't be tapping close to that.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I can just spend that on gas bread and have a lot more left.
You saw that shit how they was talking about how gas gonna hit $6 nationwide. You think that shit for real? You think that shit cap?
Shit, somewhere. One of my people that I follow, he out in the Bay Area. He like it's almost $6 out there already.
What's gas right now down here? Like $4.60 something, $4.50.
I feel when I got gas yesterday, it was like $4.35 at the pumps.
Yeah, so you $4.35. I use premium, so my shit was probably about $4.60. I don't think that shit hit $6.
This is crazy, bro. Like,
that shit hit $6 down here. People are gonna be in a frenzy, bro.
Niggas are paying 4 for 4s for 1 gallon of gas, bro. This is crazy. Like this is crazy, bro.
You know they don't even got that shit no more.
It's the $5 bag now.
Yeah, the Biggie bag.
Bro, I went to go get a 4 for 4 like a month ago. Them was like, yo, you can't get the the junior bacon cheeseburger. I was like, bro, what? Like,
Yup.
you gotta get the $5 Biggie bag. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like,
This shit done changed, man. Shit done changed. Shit is crazy. But back on some music. You checked out Migos? Well, Unk and Pew new record.
yeah, I take that out. That shit kind of hard. I like it. They bring that. That's crazy. Me and Mark was talking about that lobby shit. They brought the lobby dance. So it's straight. I like it.
Dog, is that shit? Hey, Drew, that Facebook post that you shared in the group the other day, that was real?
I mean, that page got like 1.4 million followers. So I'm guessing like I don't think niggas following a ghost page. 100.4 million people are going to follow a ghost page. So
that's crazy. Y'all think them niggas broke up for real, man? I think that shit cap.
I think that shit cap, man. I think that shit cap. They've had issues before, but they always solved it in-house. So like I don't think no boys gonna let no damn music shit get in between them, man. It is what it is, man.
I hope so, man. But I fuck with that record though. That record hard. I fuck with that
hard.
I think Takeoff and Quavo can really do an album together, and that shit still get the same reception. That's just that.
They was been supposed to do that Unconfused it was an Unconfused project. It was been supposed to do it like a few years ago, but I'm glad they're doing it now.
Yeah, they all family though, man. I don't think that shit going out to nothing, man.
Them boys family for real, so like they'll be all right.
I do fuck with that record heavy though. I do fuck with that shit. I hope them niggas run with that shit too. And if they get an album, I'm interested to see like how the core Migos fans like receive that shit. Honestly, I don't think it'd be no bad reception.
Yeah, it should still be the same. Like it's the same. I mean, if Offset not on it, then I think they'll be all right.
For sure. Payroll dropped a new album. I fuck with that shit.
Yeah, that payroll album hard. He produced songs on it too.
Yeah, he produced that. So shout out to him, man. He really tapping into his artistry bag overall. Because right out the gates, that Scale record, I don't know the exact name of it, but he came out with a blaze with that shit. So shout out to him. Trying to think of somebody else who dropped. I think that was really about it. Nobody else really came out with no record recently. I'm trying to think of something else that came up. No, that was really about it. But shout out to them too. I'm thinking with that Migos shit, man, that shit might be some type of promotion type shit too.
You think so?
Might be, man. Them niggas ain't none of them really spoke on it. It was just them two popped up doing that. So I really feel like if it was really an issue, niggas would have spoke out on it. Or they might just be keeping it internal because they family. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's your family shit anyway. That shit ain't our business.
I know Offset ain't tripping because he got Cardi, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody should be tripping off nothing.
I know, chilling. He got him a beautiful wife, got him some beautiful kids. He ain't really tripping. He honestly could just like chill for the rest of his life if he wanted to, like, and be good.
Like, he really, if I was Offset, bro, on some real shit, like, I just coast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Like,
you seen that last shit Cardi did?
What'd you say?
Seen that last Cardi B did, I think, with Playboy?
Yeah.
Elite. They gonna have a couple of more of those, though.
Oh, yeah. I can see him having a huge family, bro.
For sure. Because he got, by himself, he got, what, 5 total?
He got, by himself, he already had 3. He got 2 with Cardi.
Yeah, so he got 5 now.
He got 5.
On his album, their first child wasn't born yet, right?
His first album called Father of 4. So yeah, they already had the first. Culture had just been born.
Okay, yeah. All 4 of his kids was on it. That's dope. Just to see how the Migos growing in general, just overall, because
that's shit hard, bro. Like from how I first heard them niggas to where they at now, like that's a dope testament to life, brother. Them boys, they grew a lot, bro.
It's already been a decade.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's been a fucking decade.
2012, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. Bando came out 2012. Bando, Katrina called FEMA. Oh my god.
We always talk that's just a monumental year, man. And
2012, bro.
Just to see how much shit done transpired since then, especially in terms of music, like the impact on music, niggas' growth in music, just to see who's came, who's went, who's taken off, who fell off. It's just a whole bunch of man.
You know who was killing? You know who was killing in 2012 that I thought was gonna be like a mega star right now, bro? You remember that nigga Problem?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be like a mega star, bro. Like he's a West Coast legend for sure, but I thought he was gonna be like a worldwide name. Like, bruh had it, bro. Like, bruh had whatever it is, bruh had it, bro. Like,
it was a couple of niggas from MMG around that time who I thought was going to really take off.
Like
and them niggas, Staley.
Oh yeah, Staley was supposed to take off for sure. Staley was.
Is it Staley or Staley? I want to make sure I say his name right.
I think it's Staley. I think I've heard him pronounce it Staley before, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it both ways, so I ain't tripping like.
Hill, nice. He was on a couple of those records on their first album. Remember when Omarion with the MMG?
Omarion definitely with the MMG, bro. He definitely did.
That shit was. He wasn't on the first self-made. He was on the second self-made.
He was on the second one, yeah.
Second one. He was on the. Yeah, man. That was a time. They really was killing as a clique. Like they really was. They was on some quality control type shit.
Facts.
But quality, they ran with that shit.
Yeah. When P and Coach K hit their wave, bro, they hit that wave hard, bro.
Oh, them niggas gonna go down like Birdman type shit, man, for real. Mm-hmm. I don't see it's ever falling off as a label. I just don't see it. No, and they covering different bases too. So them niggas are getting involved in sports now.
Yeah. They got Alvin Kamara. They got a few athletes. Like, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to QC, man.
I think they also who they got in basketball. They got somebody in basketball. They got
a lot of athletes on the low, bro.
That's dope, man. That's real dope. You see that shit that Joyner Lucas was talking about? You see that tweet?
I saw y'all send that to the chat. I was like, yo, ain't no way in hell only 5 people signed up for a Joyner Lucas contest, bro. Like,
niggas ain't fucking with that shit, man. It is what it is, man. That just speaks. That just says a lot, in my opinion. That just says a lot. Like, this nigga giving away money and niggas not fucking with that shit, bro. Like, nobody cares, man. And it's okay. It happens.
If a nigga giving away money in this economy and niggas not fucking with you.
Even niggas who don't rap. It's the niggas who don't rap who would do this shit just cause to try to win a 25. And only 5 people? I don't know. And I don't know too many other rappers who that shit would have happened to, man.
5 people?
5.
Shit, more people sign up for Soulja Boy challenge, bro. And I'm not even trying to play Soulja Boy. I know I fuck with Soulja Boy, but more people would definitely sign up for that than 5 people.
Shit, niggas was doing Gotti challenge for free. So what are we doing? It didn't have like an award, but it was like for opportunity. But still, that didn't have no money value attached to that shit. Niggas was doing that shit for free.
Oh my god!
They get more than 5 people to do a 25K challenge, man. That shit is crazy.
Nigga can't give away 25 racks.
Damn, bro. Hey, man.
That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious, bro. I don't care how you break that down. That's hilarious.
Man. Hey, Joyner, man. Charge that to me.
Go throw that 25 into some real estate or something, my nigga.
Yeah, you can take that 25 and do something with that. 100%. Especially from a nigga who had money like that taken from him. You definitely know what you can do with that 25,000.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going in right now.
You know what that shit feel like, that shit feel like, man, you take that 25, you can take that 25,000, 25,000. I don't care how rich.
Yeah, I don't care how you try to cut that.
25K is 25K.
I'm gonna be real. If I knew about that, I would have signed up for it for the 25. I didn't know about it, so when I thought, I was like, "Damn, you tried to give away 25K." Only 5 niggas signed up. So what he needed to do is just go ahead and split the 25 up amongst those 5,000, amongst those 5 people. That's some real nigga shit. Like,
since y'all the only 5 who signed up, I'll just split up 5.
Each one of y'all get 5 racks, bro. Like,
I'll get 5. And people are like, damn, bro. Hey,
y'all only 5 niggas signed up. Like,
I still would want to hear something, but I would have did some real nigga shit like that. I would have 25 split that shit, man. And that's how I would have went about it. Because at the end of the day, if that was my intent, somebody gonna get the money regardless. I just ain't gonna close the door on it.
I just wanted to give it away anyway, so
yeah. And that could help their situation. The times we living in right now, man. I saw a tweet the other day that said this rent prices out here looking like make people wanna what's that shit? Rent prices looking like very make it work type vibes or some shit like that. It's basically speaking to the Kevin Samuels type rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? It was speaking more to that type of tone. And when I saw
hey, what was that tweet you sent? And it was then it had Boosie, and he was like, "Why do y'all always need help?" What was that? Like,
oh no, like that's the same bullshit. The same bullshit that's on every week. It was like a girl's, if you fuck with a nigga, he can't help you, then why you with him? And it was like, why y'all always need help in all caps with the Boosie picture? Like, yeah.
Hey, man, I already said what I said, man. Where your daddy at, man?
Where your brothers and your uncles?
Where your brothers and your uncles and shit at, man?
Funny ass clip, bro. That shit was hilarious. That was almost 2 years ago too?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Time flying, man. Time flying. But yeah, man, that shit wild. So that just speaks to I hope Joyner do that. I mean, he's entitled to do whatever he want to do with his money, but you know how that shit go, man.
I mean, that's how you be positive about it, though. To me, that's how you make a positive out of that. Like, definitely to the 5 who signed up. Like,
my homeboy was telling me the other day, right? Just speak on the economy real quick. He was telling me how he was looking up these jobs on Indeed.com, right? And they offering, he said, bro, these niggas ain't offering shit out here for these jobs. I said, what they range looking like, man, like 20, 21, 22. I'm like, man, that ain't shit. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, these jobs out here is really wilding. Like, they expect niggas to come in here. Because, this is thing going around now about how, like, the older generation is kind of shitting on the younger generation for having multiple jobs on their resume.
Yeah.
You know how the theme used to be back then? I was taught this too, like, you want to show a consistent work history. People is basically like going from job to job because they either fed up with the salary or the work conditions.
Yeah, the work environments be ass. Like you said, the salaries don't be up to par. I don't understand how older people can really like look down on us when y'all had a different price set on everything back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was different back then. So like, y'all basically at a point now where it's like y'all got a bunch of residual money, y'all can just live off of that now. So like, this economy don't even matter to y'all. Like, you talking about people who trying to establish new lifestyles, households and shit like that. We got to deal with the shit that we got to deal with. Y'all didn't have these hurdles. You know what I'm saying? So I never got that stance that the older generation be having sometimes. But
my mom was telling me in '98, rent probably was around, I want to say she said 700-800.
Yeah.
About 700-800.
3-bedroom.
Yeah. For 1 bedroom, it might have been about
probably 4 or 5.
Yeah. But she said for like, the typical 2 or 3, it was probably like 7 to 8 in between there. This 1990. So you got to figure from 1998 to now, that's 24 years because my sister was born in 98. Okay. Minimum wage is still federally $7.25. What is niggas doing with $7.25 a month? I mean, a $7.25 an hour, bro. What is niggas doing with that?
Nothing.
And like you said, y'all had a different price set on. Nigga, I never thought I would have seen the day we would have hit $4+ for gas. I remember one time when I was younger, we was riding around. We might have been around Florence or somewhere. And it might have been like this old rundown gas station or some shit. But they had this price like at $2 a gallon. This had to have been like 2000. I'm like, man, they must be high as hell if they think people going to pay $2 for some gas.
I wish we had $2 gas right now.
Yeah, crazy times going, but like, yeah, we all know the cost of living is really affecting a lot of people, man. That's why I don't be understanding why people be saying certain shit, man. These numbers don't lie. Like that shit that I be sending in the group, that shit is updated monthly.
The numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie, monthly. Y'all better get y'all something. If y'all know that y'all shit real, y'all better get somebody and build something with somebody. Like,
but you know what's dangerous too, because a lot of people are only together because of that. And they might hate each other. That's another dangerous too. Or you got people just wanting to get in a relationship, seeking that just that one thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this motherfucker got this. Oh shit. Let me scurry up in there, man. You gotta be careful with shit like real shit.
Hey, the wolves is out, man. These gotta eat.
Bro, just think about it. You fucking with a chick, right? She coming over to your place, your shit, got shit. You go to her spot, she ain't got nothing. Like no furniture.
Might have a TV.
Might have a TV. On the floor.
All right, man.
I'm just saying, man. That's certain shit. That's certain shit. You got what they like to say, red flags. That's a red flag, man. You gotta pay attention to certain. You gotta pay attention to certain shit, man. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
If the economy is fucked up, but you don't want to get yourself into a situation where you stuck.
That's facts.
But if y'all got a good dynamic.
Yeah, if y'all got a good dynamic, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
No, 100%.
They just need to keep it real though. Like a lot of people need help, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Yeah.
Like, but this whole thing that everybody supposed to be at a certain level, or everybody just supposed to have like all this disposable income. That's just not reality right now, especially right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just funny because people make it like people make shit like that their personality trait, but like on some real shit, like shit real out here right now. Like shit is very real, like very real.
Shout out to Jordan. Jordan be telling me stories all the time. You know, Jordan working cars.
Yeah.
And he be telling me stories all the time. People be coming in there, and I just be like, wow, bruh. Wow. It just be wow. That's all I can really say. Like, wow. Like niggas really be talking down on certain shit. And it's like, bro, everybody out here is not making six figures, man. I don't know when this 6-figure thing became like the standard, but that's not reality, bro. Especially when you get the numbers.
Like the entrepreneurs on social media made it like that.
What year do you think that shit started?
Like 2015, 2016. Oh,
damn. That's real. I was thinking a little later. So you saying 15, 16. No, matter of fact, you're right. Even when I was on the Instagram side, because I wasn't on Twitter then, I could kind of see that tide. They made it seem like, oh, if you wasn't doing, oh shit, like you're not doing enough. That's why they say comparison is a thief of joy.
Yep.
You can't be comparing. And not for nothing, man. A lot of people be faking the funk. You can't go off them pictures, man.
Facts.
Hey man, you got people renting people renting time on PJs and not going nowhere just to take pics, man. That's a real thing. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't compare yourself to people, man. But you're right. 2015, 16 really was that time where that tide really started to shift. It shit ain't. Then once the nigga hit that, then you might come across it. You might come across it. You could be like, shit, 6 ain't enough. You might gotta be high 6 or a millionaire.
That's like, when is enough though? Like, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to live comfortable, be able to do it.
That's why I feel like that shit is subjective, man. You can't fall into the trap, man. If you're comfortable and you want to continue to grow, cool. Your mindset can always remain comfortable while you continue to make more money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just for example, if you're the type of nigga who work up in his field, okay, like he went from, let's say 40, okay, boom, he's at 60, okay, boom, he's at 80, boom, hit 100 plus. His mindset could always remain comfortable. So he can still live his life the same way at 60 as he is at 100.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like how you say, when is enough enough? I feel like that shit is probably all subjective. But I think a lot of people just got to be real about their situation. You know, another thing I see too, a lot of people be shitting on other people's salaries based off where they live. It's like, oh, y'all couldn't get away with that shit in California. Nigga, that's not that man's fault. He live in Louisiana or Florida. That's not that man's fault.
That's not my fault. You got your ass out there. Like
he able to live comfortable on 70 in that state. You mad at that man because he ain't in Cali, he trying to get it? No, that shit don't work like that. I bet your ass would move over there if you had the opportunity. I don't know if you ever saw that. I be seeing that shit too.
I be seeing that too. I be seeing that. They was trying to throw shots at the South. Oh, y'all, of course it's cheap to stay down there, look at it. Like, okay. Okay, man, like
I'd never move back to New York.
Okay, like
and if I did move back to New York, Mike must be a multimillionaire because I'm gonna have me a nice loft downtown.
Don't niggas that going to drafts to get certain apartments and shit up there? Like y'all got like a lottery system or something?
What you say?
Ain't it like a lottery system to get like certain housing and shit up there or something?
They have some type of, depending on what borough you in, they do have some type of system like that. But studios is $1,400. Studio, like you walk in that bitch, kitchen, room, that's it. Like, no, bro, no. So like if I was to ever have something up there, it'd be like a penthouse type shit. Other than that, there's no reason for me to move back up there. That shit makes no sense. People are fiending for houses down here. Trust me, I see it every week in my neighborhood. People getting let offers for their houses all the time. So they can talk that shit if they want.
Yeah.
But at the drop of a dime, you move your ass down here.
I know, I see it all the time, man. I just think that shit on the TL be funny though, man.
Hey man, cream on all scales look like to me. That's all I got to say. That's what it's looking like. They can talk that shit all they want. That's what it's looking like to me.
Facts.
But yeah, man, we gotta get into some we gotta pack Nick Saban up, man.
Yeah, man. Let's get on Nick Saban, man. Cause
Nick Saban
I never saw this coming from Nick Saban, man. But you know, people you let people live long enough, man, they expose themselves over time, man. That's the funny thing about life, man.
100%. So Nick Saban has some choice words for certain colleges, particularly HBCUs, about them quote unquote buying players because of the NIL deals. He spoke about Deion Sanders, and JSU said they only got Travis Hunter. They paid him $1 million to come there. He threw Texas A&M under the bus too with Jimbo Fisher, which in turn sparked Jimbo Fisher throwing hella bars his way.
Warranted.
Niggas put the ether beat over his press conference, man. They saying like, I worked under the guy. We built this man up to be have a God mindset. He think he a God, but go look in that guy's past, man. You'll find some shit. That's the type of time it goes on. It's like, bro, how you even trying to? First of all, why you even stitching about some shit that's legal now? Let's get that up.
He's mad because the playing field is even now.
100%. 100%. Fact, that's just some hating ass shit. I don't respect it. No room for it. I didn't really get to see what Deion said. I remember he was sitting down with somebody. I don't know if he had a response to, but he did say he was going to address it if I do see it.
He said that he still respects Saban a lot. He still got respect for him as a coach, but he said Saban made a left when he should have made a right.
No, 100% facts, bro. Like that was some whole shit. We call a spade, but it was. You was on some hating shit. You mad because you had no problems always having the top 2, if not 1, recruiting class back to back years. Okay, so now these NIL deals in place. And this is what I appreciate about it the most, because I was having a conversation about this on Twitter Space. What I like about it now is a Black athlete more so is inclined to look at a HBCU more now versus D1. Because remember, me and you talked about this, honestly, probably one within the first 5 podcast episodes, 2016. All it's going to take is one. We never thought it would have had the NIL deal attached to it. But now with this, it's like, okay, what incentive do I have to go to quote unquote Texas Longhorns when I can go ahead to FAMU where they relate to me on a cultural, just mental, probably have my best interest if I get hurt and looking out for me on the back end as far as education, that's just my opinion. I feel like they wouldn't relate to them as well at Texas versus a FAMU or Southern or a Grambling, North Carolina A&T. So, and like Chad Johnson said on I Am Athlete, if you like that, you like that. You gonna go ball regardless.
Yeah, no matter where you go at. We've seen plenty of people come from like schools that weren't like powerhouse schools and still be
right now. Darius Leonard, South Carolina State.
Like, come on now. He one of the top defensive players in the league.
It's not an HBCU, but Khalil Mack went to Buffalo. That's not a notable D1 school. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys who, shout out Dominique Rogers-Cromartie. He went to an HBCU. He went to Middle Tennessee, was a 15 pick in the draft. So if you like that, you're going to get found regardless. And what I appreciate what Deion said is, dog, we don't have to pay our people to play with our people.
Heavy on that.
We don't got that. You're going to have to really strap on your coaching shit now. Like, it's going up. I'm interested to see over the next 5 to 10 years what the landscape really going to look like. Because what I really want for the HBCUs is the TV deals. If they get TV deals, that's going to be more exposure for them. So in turn, when you have black coaches like Deion Sanders, shout out to Eddie George, shout out to Hugh Jackson, when they go talk to these kids, they got the same ammo that Saban got as far as TV exposure, because they think it's, well, shit, I'm going to be on ESPN regardless if I go to Alabama or JSU. Well, let me go ahead and fuck with JSU because they're my people for one. I know they're going to look out for me more so than y'all.
I relate to these people.
I relate to these people, man. I feel like when you have a young black athlete like that, I feel like they need to be more in an environment like that. Nothing against PWIs. You can build great relationships with white people. I'm not saying that. You can, like I said, you can form great relationships with white people. You can have certain connections, all that's great. But just in terms of the cultural impact, especially with the times we living in now, just the cultural impact, just them looking out for them. Because when they get the TV deals, okay, so now, you know how we always see them viral videos every year of certain teams' locker rooms, whether it be LSU, Alabama. Okay, so now the HBCUs are going to have these, the locker rooms with the TV set and their shit looking like a first-class plane seat. You see what I'm saying? They're able to have to afford the medical staffs, the rehab centers, like Alabama football practice field / cafeteria. Like that shit is a own entity on its own. You got the practice.
They got crazy amenities, bro. They got crazy amenities, bro.
Crazy amenities. So once they get the TV deals in place, oh man, it's up, man. It's up. And I hope ESPN reaches out to a lot of them. Like, how they got the Big Ten network, they got the SEC network. All that shit is just money. So like, let's say ESPN get like an HBCU network. It's
like a HBCU network besides ESPNU. That would be hard.
Yeah, because all that shit is just subs. I think Big Ten network is on the Fox though, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
And SEC network is on the ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they was to get, like, if ESPN was to create like an HBCU network, just don't fumble it with the analysts. We got to keep that shit what it is. Because what I appreciate that ESPN does when the HBCU, like when JSU and South Carolina State, they have black commentators.
Yeah.
Only right, bro. Like, I just keep it, that shit across the board, man. So I would appreciate, like, ESPN really needs, as much as they appreciate our culture and they benefit off our culture, it would be only right for Fox or ESPN to have an HBCU network. Because all it's going to do is just flourish all the top athletes. It's going to take some time. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. But throughout time, if they adopt a HBCU network, it's only up from.
I think that's going to come. Like, the more we see these athletes choose these HBCUs, it's going to be only a matter of time, honestly. Like you said, it's not overnight, but these networks and publications, they'll have to follow the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only natural. So,
and imagine a top basketball black athlete and top football black athlete going to the same school, like a Mikey Williams and, let's say, the top DE going to North Carolina A&T. ESPN gonna be looking like, hey, let's see what the fuck they got going on over here. Okay. And then a lot of it boils down to, that can also open up the doors. And honestly, I feel like they should have been like that, because another thing is, it's not always the TV money too. It's a big part, but it's the alumni. It's the alumni cutting these checks for Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, boosters. It's the boosters, man. That's who Saban was sitting with on the stage when he was talking. That's some boosters, man. So when you have a collective effort of boosters and TV deals, it's only up. Why the fuck I'm gonna go to LSU? Y'all got the same thing that JSU got. I'm gonna go fuck with my people. So I'm very interested to see how this landscape gonna look like over the next 5 to 10 years. Like I said, it's not gonna be overnight, but it's gonna be dope to see. I know there was this wide receiver from Pitt. He just recently transferred because of an NIL deal that he got. He's going to USC for $3 million.
That's what they don't. They don't like the transfer portal neither.
I don't know why. Hey man, it's time. Colin Coward said some real shit the other day. And this is facts, and I never thought about it like that. He said the college coaches have some of the most power in sports because they don't report to nobody. And when you think about it, they don't. Think about it. In the NBA, the coaches report to who? The owners. NFL. Owners. Mm-hmm. The college level don't got no owners. They just have somebody over all the NCAA, but they have the most collection of power. So now, y'all want to try to put a hold on the transfer portal? Nah. Why the fuck I'm going to stay at Pitt if I could go to USC and get this NIL deal for $3 million? What's the thing? And I'm honest, it's been a long time coming, but I'm so glad that this shit has been put in place because God forbid, something was to happen to somebody as far as injury. These colleges were never reaching back out to these athletes who get hurt to compensate them for nothing. It was kind of like, well, we appreciate your services, but to play for the love shit. Nah, fuck that. We passed that. We passed that playing for the love shit because
did USC ever take care of Lattimore when his leg came apart on the field? Did they ever do something for him?
No, it's in a day.
I need some M's, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And just to think about it, in terms of just the compensation aspect, the NCAA profited the most out of any sport, in my opinion, because they never had to pay the employees, which are before that. Even fuck the playoff system now. When the BCS was in place, they made billions off a weekend. Off of just a weekend alone. I'm talking Fiesta Bowl, Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Dinner Natty, Rose Bowl. You see what I'm saying? So it was in terms of a weekend alone, they made billions. But who was you paying? Nobody.
They'll give gift cards out and little grab bags and shit like that, but
players getting 2-3 meals a day, but can't go buy a nice little shirt. You see what I'm saying? You see that video JSU put out the other day? Oh, they mad we getting money. They mad we get money. They shoes and chains and all that shit. Like, bro, that's how it's supposed to be. Because when y'all coaches pulling up in y'all Lambos and y'all Cadillacs and all that, it's all good. And I'm pulling up.
They riding plush.
But guess what though? I'm going out there putting my body on the line, not you. Niggas said, hey, Nick Saban, man, them Hellcats ain't enough, man. And honestly, bro, that we're making some more whole shit is because this shit been going on. Like, niggas can go see, like, people, if you haven't seen that doc on ESPN 30 for 30, go check it out, the Pony Express, and talk about how SMU got the death penalty because they basically was, like, paying players. You can go look at Blue Chips. It's a fictional movie, but it speaks to the times, like paying players with talent. Niggas buying their mama a house, buying their daddy a car, getting their mama a job in this city to make sure that they secure in order for my son to go to his school. All this shit been going on. It's just now you can't do nothing about it now. And I love it. Of course, you're going to have the old racists who ain't going to fuck with it because, why you giving? Yeah, but y'all don't got no problem with a kid going over to the military and getting his head blown off. He can make that decision, though. You see what I'm saying?
It's all about authority and being able to call power, man. That's all it is. When you take power from certain people, you get results like Nick Saban, man. Nick Saban, he mad at the playing field is even, and he's gonna really have to sell Alabama on more than just him and his prestige. Like, what is he really gonna do for this?
It's gonna be more. What do I benefit by coming here?
Yeah,
because all I said is just take one.
And I know it's Alabama, but what else can you do for me?
It's going to be a snowball effect, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to be a snowball effect. But if ESPN gets an HBCU network or Fox invests in the HBCU network, it's going to be dope to see, man. It's going to be very dope to see. Very dope. Because at that point, it's like, oh, shit. And some of them might move up D1. Some of them might you might start. It might come a day. We're a long way from here. You might see a Southern JSU in an ESPN top 25 poll. Based on time. At that point, they ain't gonna have no choice, Mo. What else they gonna do? What else they gonna do? You gonna have to have a JS. You might have a South Carolina State versus Ohio State one day. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that on wax. You might see that one day based off of the talent. And what's that going? What in turn is that going to do for that area alone? That's going to just build up the economy. All this shit is a trickle down effect, man.
Yep. They see what's coming. They see what's on the horizon.
And then I saw some shit that Jimbo said, like Saban tried to call him. He was like, "Nah, bro, I ain't taking no calls. We can meet up in person, though." And then Deion like, "No, bro, you don't get to criticize loudly in public and then apologize in private."
You want to call when the smoke done cool. Nah, bro.
I need that shit public. I need that shit publicly. I did see he had an apology. I don't know what it was verbatim, but I did see that he did put out an apology.
He apologized basically for.
Man, I'm on my big to sweet type shit, man. Don't apologize.
He apologized basically for calling out names specifically, but he basically stand on everything else he said though. Like, yeah.
Oh,
he still feel like people playing, basically buying players and shit like that. He's not going.
So what? That's how I look at it. So what? Okay, we buying players. So what? You've been doing that. You've been doing that. It's just that you can't. This was some double jeopardy type shit. You can't do nothing about it now.
Facts.
If I'm going to it, I could be a coach right now for motherfucking Howard or some shit. Damn right, I'm gonna try to recruit a player. I'm gonna use that tactic. Why not? Y'all been doing it. Oh, it's no fun when a rabbit got the gun. That's what all this shit.
That's all it is.
Oh, when the rabbit
I was thoroughly surprised when I saw that clip of Nick Saban like talking like that. But I was listening to man, whose show was that I was listening to? And they basically saying Nick wasn't expecting. He thought the cameras wasn't rolling no more. Basically, if you look at the clip, because like that was like you said, it was like a lot of boosters there because it was like a filler blaster basically. But he was basically saying like if you really look at the clip, like he didn't know. A lot of them didn't know that the cameras would start rolling because at first it was like a more like a media type like meeting or whatever, and then like after like the media, some of the media leave, it just be the boosters and the investors and shit in there. So usually that's when the camera's not rolling no more. So he didn't know the cameras were still rolling.
Oh, that's their problem now. Always saying some shit when they feel like the camera ain't on them.
Mm-hmm. Nah, nigga, you got caught out of bounds. You was talking crazy, and now you gotta be accountable for that, bro.
And 8K.
Yeah, and 8K.
He might be feeling salty because Texas A&M beat him this year. I don't know, man. That might be the thing, man. Texas A&M on their way up. So
and they play again this year too. So
like, even with me being a Florida State fan, I ain't fucking dumb. I know what time it is. Like I know we probably pay for players. I don't give a damn.
I'm a Hurricanes fan. We got a documentary on that, so like I'm not even tripping.
Hey, get down and lay down, man. That's how I look at it. Because I don't care. And if we miss out on play, because dog, we had Travis Hunter. We had him. And then when he did commit us and went to JSU, I ain't feel no type of way. So that brother, man, like I want to see it. As much as I'm a Florida State fan, I'm always be an FSU fan. But if he decided to go to a HBCU, that's more beneficial in the long run for us. So I ain't mad at it. But he was committed to us though.
Yeah, I remember that. Hey man, we coming into a new age with these college sports, man. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
I fuck with it. $100,000. But playoffs, man. So Drew, man, y'all boys got the dub yesterday. Mo, how you feeling, man?
Man, that was some bullshit, man.
Was it though?
Man, I looked at the first quarter score. That's just said 20-6. I was like, oh, we losing tonight, man. I don't care. Come back, we still losing this fucking game, bro. Like,
but I had to touch the
camera. Hey, man. All I can say is this, man. The injuries, dog. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck really going on? Like, the boys say
the Eastern Conference get hit like that with these injuries in the playoffs, though. Like, the Western Conference ain't really had that many injuries like that, if any.
This shit crazy, dog. Like, you have Tatum go down. You had Marcus Smart go down with the Paul Pierce. He had a boo-boo effect. Nigga, like, bro, that shit was crazy as fuck, bro. Like
Jimmy
Butler got hurt third quarter, you know? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But niggas had to step up. You know what I mean? Kyle Lowry stepped up 11 points, 7 rebounds. PJ Tucker, 17 points. Bam, 31.
Bam
again,
only got that Robert didn't play last night. I'm gonna stand on that too.
I'm just say this shit again. 90 mil, 4 minutes. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hey man, you gotta talk to your coach, man.
4 minutes, 90 mil. Nigga, I'm in the wrong profession.
With that man, bro.
I'm in the wrong profession. I just gotta shoot threes and just show I can shoot threes to get 90 M's and then sit on the bench.
All Duncan Robinson is a $90 million cardio man right now.
That's what I'm about to say. Had good conditioning. That's about it.
Fucking what your boy say? Moving cone. He's just a cone or some shit. Your man's out of fuck. Yeah, man.
Hey, what's y'all thoughts on it? Me and Mo had a little back and forth throughout the week about that topic. So how do y'all feel about the whole Patrick Beverley? I'll let y'all go. I'll go last. How y'all feel about it?
Go ahead, Mo.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Pat gonna speak how he gonna feel how he feel. I agree with all of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he kind of let a lot of his personal feelings get involved with how he feel about Chris' game. But I mean, hey man, that's how he feel, man. Like the nigga was like he still feel away from a basketball camp or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, like that's some. You already know what type of time this shit on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really. It is what it is, man. Like.
Yeah, he sound like a bitter bitch, respectfully. Like he honestly just sound like everything like my nigga, you did not have like a good ass year like that. And I don't even know if the Timberwolves are bringing you back next year, truth be told. You know what I'm saying? Like, but man was talking mad crazy to me. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, Chris Paul, Chris Paul takes his slander on the chin daily. You know what I mean? Pause. But it's still one of those things like you got to give respect when respect is due. And the man wasn't respecting this man at all, as a top tier point guard. And yes, you know his credentials could say otherwise, but what he has done for the game, you can't take away. You know what I mean? Compared to what Pat has brought to the game, you're a role player. And Matt Barnes said that shit the best. Like nigga, he said it too. He said we are role players, nigga. That's what it is.
Do y'all feel like it's only a select group of people? Do y'all subscribe to the mental that only a certain group of people can say certain things about somebody?
Nah.
You listen, you can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown man. He can say whatever you want to say. But you got to deal with how people feel what you say because like
I'm talking about in terms of critique wise, even if it's a little jab in there about the cone shit. Because me personally, right, the biggest thing I really didn't agree with Pat Bev was the whole name dropping Paul George shit. You didn't have to insert Paul George's name in that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like to me, that was unnecessary. Everything else I feel is warranted due to other players getting the same type of talk around their name when they play bad. That was the reason why I really had no issue with it. Now in terms of bringing up the past and all that other shit, I feel like he only brought it up because he was asked about it. I didn't agree with it. But at the end of the day, I feel like Chris Paul, in terms of mass media, he don't get that same critique like other players. Now on Twitter, he always gets his shit. Yeah. But in terms of like the mass media, and Pat also spoke on that, like it seemed like when this dude lose, it's like an unfortunate thing versus with other players, it just really be their fault. That's just me. I agree with that. I don't feel like for him to be considered the point guard, and I'm not taking away none of his accolades, he don't get the same brunt like Russ do in the mass media or Paul George or James Harden or at sometimes it could be, let me think. It could be anybody else. And for him to be that high at this point in his career, I feel like that was something that he spoke to him. But as far as like name dropping PG, the basketball camp, you could definitely tell it was something personal. I wouldn't even have brought it to the set. I would have just left it alone. Or I would have just, honestly, I would have Eurostepped that question, to be honest with you. Because they would just been like, you know what? I said about him. You know, to me, he don't play no defense. He's a cone. Like, he be fouling for a reason. It's obvious. But in terms of bringing up the other shit, I wouldn't have to agree with that.
I feel like once he brought that up, it kind of let me know where he what he on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he that's his truth. So let him speak his truth. Like, you still mad at this man about what happened at basketball camp 20 years ago, and you feel away. That's what you never let that go. And now you let how you feel about him personally. You went to the ESPN shit to be on some analyst type shit, and you let that get in the way of you being on your ESPN analyst type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like
the straight shots.
That shit, they was having some real good basketball conversation outside of that. Like them 2 days that he was on there, when they wasn't talking about that, he was giving some good takes.
Yeah. I mean, I think he has a future in this, but just the way he was coming, even look at JJ was looking at the nigga like, bro, you wilding, bro. Like, fuck you talking about? But I mean, again, everybody
he was killing a lot of people though, because he was they was talking about Grayson Allen and said he was like, yeah, duh.
He was like, what? Say his name? Why are we talking about these people who ain't getting over in a lot? I was like, man, this is going in. But I stand by that Grayson Allen tape. You know I don't fuck with that man. Hey, so I had no beef with Grayson Allen take, Drew. I'm sorry. I had no beef. I had no beef with Grayson Allen.
Tell him my dog. My dog.
Hey man, all the Dookies ain't all the way good now, Drew.
Man, but that one in particular, I do not fuck with him. Know that. No, I don't fuck with Grayson Allen. I still 100% behind that take.
Yeah, Mike really don't fuck with Bass.
Not fuck with Grayson Allen. So what do you think? What they saying about Jimmy Butler's knee?
I haven't heard anything yet, man. Hopefully he's good to go next week. We'll see. But man, that shit is just unfortunate, man. I really would hate to have him out. I mean, granted, like Bam had to step up. He stepped the fuck up. But Jimmy brings a different energy to the court, man. He definitely
does.
Yeah, he brings a different energy, and I mean, niggas gonna have to step up if he's out. That's just what it is. And I would hate for that shit to happen. I mean, but even I gotta give my hats off to Al Horford, man. Al Horford's still out there getting fucking buckets, dog.
At 35.
Yeah, double. Yeah, man, double last night. Hats off. I'm giving respect.
That's 2007, man. That's crazy.
Word,
yeah,
bro.
Back-to-back champ too at Florida.
Facts.
Yeah, like man, still getting buckets though. But it still was one of those. It was a good ass game to me. Came down to the wire. Kyle Lowry came with that clutch ass steal at the end. And I mean, we secured that win. 2-1. It's back in Boston. Got to get it done.
If Jimmy don't play, we get in that next game though. There's no way in hell we lose 2 in a row at home. So
you can't do that because y'all lose that going back to Miami.
It's gonna be hard.
And that's tough. Tatum looked like he was.
The way Marcus Smart had looked, that nigga looked like fucking Miami. That nigga looked like he at home. You know what I'm saying? Like
Marcus Smart played a good game.
Nigga been balling. God damn, like nigga, this first game back, like, bro, who is this nigga with this green hair, bro? Like, man was really hooping.
Yeah, because y'all lost by what, 25 in Miami?
It was ugly. We wasn't there. we wasn't there.
Yeah, y'all returned the favor before Jimmy went down. So this series probably gonna go 7.
Yeah, I see it going 7.
6 or 7. Yeah.
What y'all think about that Warriors and Mavs shit? Them niggas was down by damn near 30 and came back.
That's gonna be a sweep. The niggas getting swept, man.
Hack it up.
I'm calling a sweep, man. If you can listen, bro. When you playing the Warriors, man, and you up 25 in the third, going into the third, you gotta capitalize on that. You gotta bury them boys. The fact that they let them come back and win convincingly like that.
Convincingly.
I don't see Luka because I don't see Luka. There's no offense at Luka. I fuck with Luka. You know what I'm saying? I respect Luka a lot.
It's not his time.
He's definitely gained a lot more respect for me this playoffs right here. I don't see him leading them boys to winning that series. I think that series is about to be over with. They might squeeze out one at home. They might, but I don't see them winning this series. This is over with.
Bro, you gain that, like you said, if you gain that lead, you know what that does to you as a mental? So now even the words going to Dallas, even with the words going to Dallas, if them niggas get by down like 15, they not sweating that shit.
They're not sweating it. But we've seen this from the Warriors a lot though. But just for watching how they walk that 25 down, They're not worried about them boys, man. They're not worried about them boys.
I think them getting smacked by Memphis last round by like 50, that really put like a blade. Because I saw that shit going the same way. I'm like, oh, these niggas about to get dragged by about 40 something again. But no, them niggas locked in. Defensively, them boys locked in. Their only demise is going to be them.
Yeah.
Their only demise is going to be them. When I look at, and I fuck with Luka. Luka is definitely, he's a dog. He's one of the top 10 players in the league, 100%. I just be checking the temperature sometimes with certain people have certain games. And not for nothing, he don't have too many bad games. Game 1 was pretty bad. Yesterday, they tried to attach the flu game shit to him. I'm like, all right, man. Like,
nah.
Can't do that.
Whatever. But outside of that, Luka is he's a great player, man. He could get to any spot, great facilitator. The only knock I have on him is his shot selection at times. His shot selection at times is just egregious. But
sometimes when it comes to shooting the ball.
100%, he's not this elite shooter like that. Like, he scores very well, but he, like, from three-pointer, he's not an elite three-point shooter.
The thing is, he's just not afraid to shoot the ball. Like, he's going to shoot the ball.
Yeah. And when he's on, and I'm talking about in all terms of his game. Defensively, of course, you know, he has his cone moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be seeking him out on certain shit, but he has a knack for getting in lanes sometimes to get certain steals. He's very smart. I mean, this man been playing professional basketball since he was 13. So, you know, he basically was like on his Ricky Rubio type shit. So,
yeah.
I mean, they salute to him. I just don't think the Mavs have enough. I think he needs like a true wing, like who can really like, hey, shot clock under 10 seconds, I could go get a bucket. I fuck with Jalen Brunson. If they keep Brunson, but add like another true wing.
He need a wing player.
Dorian Finney-Smith is dope, but he's not a guy who's going to put the ball on the floor. And the thing with the Mavs is, when the Mavs are shooting good, they're shooting good. Like Jason Kidd said in the press conference, once we start missing shots, our defense just went lax. And with them is, when the Mavs are on, they on. Like, that one game against the Suns, when them niggas made like 20-something threes, it was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. It's the only way they're going to win out the series, honestly, though. Like, they really will need a performance like that the rest of the series.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Oh, no, 100%. They're not there yet. And, you know, it sucks. I mean, Luka, you had a great season, but I'm calling a spade, bro. Like, y'all don't got enough, man. Like, fucking Curry, bro. Like, and that's the thing. You can't light up. You up that high. You up that much points on Golden State, bro. That ain't shit for them boys to walk you down. 25, 30, that ain't not. You need to be up 40, 45 on these niggas, bro.
The way the Warriors look at it, like, they treat each half like a separate game. So it's like
they look at it like 0-0.
Yeah. So when we come in the third quarter, it's 0-0. They're not even looking at the scoreboard.
That third quarter be a killer for a lot of teams, man. Like, that shit we really do or die throughout that third quarter, because either you're gonna make it up in the third, or you dead that fourth.
They mindset, like Mo said, I think they mindset going into the third, if they're down like that, is 0-0, and they're looking like, okay, let's outscore them this quarter, and when the fourth come, we gonna see what it's like. So I think they have their own scoreboard in their head in terms of, because we always hear it from the commentators, Warriors won this quarter 34-15 or 30-20.
That's always been the thing, though. The Warriors always they'll try to kill you in the third quarter, depending on if they up or down. They're gonna try to come get you in the third quarter.
That's the money quarter. If you notice, the third quarter is when the starters really don't come out.
Yeah.
And if they do, it's because they either up big or they might go out with like a minute left so they can come back in like 9-8 minutes left in the fourth. But for the most part, they playing the whole third.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be interesting to see, man. They play tonight. Y'all play tomorrow. So this has been a good conference final so far.
Nah, it really has.
How do y'all feel doing the MVP for the conference finals? So I ain't really with that shit.
It's just participation awards to me, man.
Like, that's participation award type shit. So when they have on his resume, he's an Eastern Conference Final MVP though. Like,
if they help niggas get paid more money, then I'm cool with it. But to me, looking at it from a fan point, is just like, all right, like
participation trophy, man.
Yeah, like
that's how
I look at it,
man. But I think again, man, basketball's in good hands, man. Ultimately, no LeBron in these damn finals. You don't got no KD, none of this shit. I mean, you got Curry and them boys there, but again, I mean,
I think actually going up.
You said what?
I seen the viewership actually go up for these playoffs.
Oh, nah, I'm sure it has because it's good basketball. I mean, if you're a fan of basketball, it's good basketball to watch. Even if you don't even fuck with neither one of those teams, it's still good basketball to watch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I mean, hey, Golden State, that looked like that they punched their ticket. It's just between me and Mo right now, you know? Like,
yeah.
That's really where I'm at with it. And honestly, I don't want to face Golden State. I don't. I'll tell you that shit. I hope the Mavs can pull off a fucking miracle. I'm not trying to see them boys with the double pick and rolls. Like, I'm not trying to see.
They wear people down, man.
For real. Yeah.
I mean, I'm off-ball movements.
I'm ready to see our defense against an offense like that, though. Like, I'm ready to see where we stand against that. But not for no fucking, not for no champions, nigga.
You know Duncan Robinson ain't getting no burn in that series. That boy gonna be on Summer Jam stream every possession. Had that boy in hell.
That's crazy.
That boy.
Man. Like, honestly, because who the hell is he going to defend on defense?
Nobody's unless y'all playing zone. And he can barely do that.
But honestly, now when you think about it, man, like the trade for James Harden, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero.
Oh yeah,
y'all kind of saved yourselves, bro, knowing that we got the Harden.
yeah. But I don't know. I still, I still don't know about that shit, man. Like,
all right.
I don't know, man. I think he kind of is who he is at this point. Everybody's saying he'll have this summer. I'm like, bro, this man done had back-to-back summers now. So, I mean, at this point, this just boils down to want to. Like, if you just don't want to, you don't want to. Now, it might be a little bit more because it's an opt-in year, so he don't really have the extended years to get it done. Whatever the case may be, Miami's in a better position. That's all I know. They beat the Sixers, so that's all that really matters. So they ain't lose out on nothing.
Wow, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, man. So we got anything else before we get up out of here, man?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I was in the studio with Shaq Bill yesterday.
I just
Dallas was in there. My nigga Rel was in there. Kai Sosa, he was in there. Our Buddha was in there. Joey Lenz was in there. We was at Twin D yesterday. So shout out to all them guys, man. I got some shit coming on the way with them as well. So
okay, you been laying down tracks?
No, I got.
Okay. I thought you back in the booth, man.
No, I ain't lay nothing down, man. I ain't lay nothing.
Come on.
I'm interested in what that shit look like, man. I was just about to ask you about that.
Word, man. Word. We got some shit coming though, man. Some shit in the works, man.
Yeah, shout out, nigga. Quick shout out to my nigga Shaggy, man. Shout out to Ev. They run this sports show daily on a Twitter space called Facts and Stats. Shout out to them niggas, man. They roll out great content, and they really do that shit for a long time. So they allow people to talk. They allow people to get they takes off. If you know Shaggy, you know Shaggy's a very animated dude, very funny dude. But that dude is special, man. I fuck with Shaggy. I tell him all the time, man, he need to start him a podcast, man. Shaggy like 23 years old. So I think if he was to get started now, man, sky's the limit for him. But shout out to Ev and Shaggy doing their thing. Shout out to Sosa. Sosa just started a podcast. It's out on Spotify right now. Shout out to him. And also, if you in the betting to get at Sosa, his name is Sosa Locksmith on Twitter. He does it for damn near every sport. Like, he's in baseball, golf, racing, football, basketball.
You got a group?
Yeah, I think he does have a group where he has picks. He also has a daily sports show on YouTube called Daily Bread. But you know Sosa on Twitter, so you can just reach out to him. I can give you his number. You can highlight him. But shout out to Sosa too. Very, very knowledgeable dude. Supportive as well. So shout out to them, man. Everybody out there doing their thing.
Much love to them brothers, man.
Yeah, man. Big up.
So, man, like we say every week on here, man, if you hear anything on here that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way, always remember.
Just a message.
We out.